Anambra State government close to 35% affirmative action on women. Anambra State House of Assembly begins debate on 2022 to 2025 medium-term expenditure framework. High Commission of India observes Unity Day in Abuja. China locks down Zhengzhou city. Before the news in detail, here's a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good evening and welcome to the evening news. My name is Uchechukwu Ibonam. Anambra Governor's wife, Mrs. Nonye Soludo, has stated that her husband's administration is close to achieving the 35% affirmative action on women in the state. Mrs. Soludo said this during her official investiture as the Anambra State patron of National Council of Women's Society, NCWS, Nigeria, in Oka. Correspondent Daniel Ezigwe has details of the report.
The honor was conferred on Mrs. Soludo to formally announce her lead role in women movement in Anambra State. NCWS was formed in 1958 as the umbrella body of all women's societies in Nigeria and has members in all the 36 states of Nigeria and 774 local government areas of the country. The NCWS delegation was led by the national president Hajiya Lami Adamulao and the Anambra State chairman Lady Theresa Nnaluo, and are in the state for a leadership training for local government chapters of the organization. Speaking shortly after receiving an honorary medal, the NCWS Constitution and Uniform, Mrs. Soludo said that she takes special interest in the activities of the association, especially in its propagation of the uniqueness of womanhood, education, and creative awareness. The governor's wife reassured them that her husband's administration considers women as an important part of governance and is driving closely to achieve the national policy for women inclusiveness in governance. She also urged them to use the scheduled training to talk about issues affecting women, including human trafficking, sexual abuse, domestic violence, drug abuse, and asked them to also talk about the need for women to take advantage of the free cervical cancer training and treatment exercises already begun in Anambra State.
This is a very good cause. Yeah, the government of my husband is really working hard on meeting this 35%. We are very close in Anambra. Yes. We are super close. Women are in very key positions in Anambra here. And they are doing very great. They are doing great. We are so proud of them. And having worked closely with my commissioner, you know, she's ever ready.
Earlier in her remarks, the national president of NCWS, Hajiya Adamulao, said that the organization empowers rural women to positive change and commended Anambra State government for involving women more in governance. The NCWS national president also praised Mrs. Soludo for showing passion for women concerns and promised that the association will continue to identify with the state government in its policies, especially those that affect the women folk.
We appreciate you, dear mother, for giving us time to see you. National Council of Women's Societies Nigeria is an umbrella organization of all women non-governmental organizations, founded in 1958. Our main objectives is to cater care for a woman, with special emphasis on education and training.
On her part, the Anambra State chairman of NCWS, Lady Theresa, said that the governor's wife, through her activities, has shown willingness to issues confronting women and observed that Anambra women will continue to seek her direction and guidance.
Thank you for giving us that opportunity. Very happy. Now, you have made us your children. You saw to our problem. You came to our age. You have given us financial support. So we say, thank you, mommy. Thank you, mommy.
Commissioner for Women and Social Welfare, Mrs. Ifi Obinabo, the Southeast President of NAWOJ, Mrs. Stella Ibuka, who is also a member of the association, were present at the event. From the Governor's Lodge, Amobia, Daniel Ezigwe, ABS News.
Anambra State House of Assembly has commenced debate on 2022 to 2025 Anambra State medium-term expenditure framework geared towards the development of the state. The medium-term expenditure framework, which was referred to the House Committee on Internally Generated Revenue to work on it and referred back to the House during plenary, was forwarded to the House by Governor Chukwuma Soludo for consideration and passage. House of Assembly correspondent Chukwemeka Modalim now reports.
While introducing it to the House, the Deputy Majority Leader, Chief Emeka Afoka, emphasized that it is a document that gives an insight into revenue and expenditure plans of Anambra State government for the next 3 years and prerequisite for the presentation of the 2023 budget estimate to the House.
This document is just an analysis which forms the basis of budget planning and budget presentation. The economic and fiscal update is the analysis, the budget analysis, upon which the government will plan and forecast the estimates for the next fiscal years, which covers 3 financial years.
In his contribution, the Deputy Chairman, House Committee on Internally Generated Revenue, Honorable Nonso Smart Okafor, stressed the need for the Anambra State Executive Council to always think outside the box with a view to safeguarding the state from depending on national allocations so that the inefficiencies of those at the helm of monetary affairs at the national level will not jeopardize the growth and development of Anambra State.
I think that as a state, we need to come back home, in as much as we know that basing our assumption on the national is like a primary standard, that we need to understand a way or create a way. We need to get our state immune to the inefficiencies of the national budget.
In their contributions, the Deputy Speaker, Dr. Pascal Abodike, the Chief Whip, Dr. Pete Ibida, and the member representing Anocha 2 constituency, Chief Ejike Okechukwu, observed that the 2022-2025 medium-term expenditure framework of the state showed the clear-cut vision of Governor Soludo for the state. While commending the efforts of Governor Soludo in developing Anambra State, the member representing Obarutu constituency, Sir Somtochukwu Udeze, observed that the meager federal allocation to Anambra State and its internally generated revenue is not enough for rapid development of the state and advised Governor Chukwuma Soludo to source for loan or grant outside the state to meet the infrastructural needs of the state. While the Speaker of the House, Right Honorable Uche Okafor, said it will enable the governor to meet the developmental needs of the state, the House later observed a minute silence in honor of the First Minister of Aviation, late Chief Mbazulike Amechi, who passed on last Monday, which was followed by glowing tributes by members of the House.
We condole his family for his death. Mbazulike Amechi, like we all know, is not just only a nationalist, but he's a great man with great wisdom. He has been so supportive in the development of Anambra State and Nigeria in particular. It's obviously going to be a great loss. Like most of us have stated, he's a man that at every point in time is very articulate, filled with wisdom.
From the State House of Assembly, Chukwemeka Modalim, ABS News.
Ahead of the 2023 general elections, women from Anambra Central Senatorial District have endorsed Senator representing the district at the National Assembly, Mrs. Uche Ekwunife, for his second tenure. The women drawn from the 7 local government areas of the Senatorial District gathered in Oka to declare their stand. Paul Isoke has details.
The women noted that Mrs. Ekwunife's re-election will enable her to consolidate her numerous achievements and attract more democracy dividends to the area and the state in general. The spokesperson for the group and coordinator, Coalition of Anambra Women's Societies, Mrs. Oge Ekwazo, a lawyer, said as a ranking member of the National Assembly, her going back to the red chambers will give her opportunity to secure higher positions that will enable her serve the people and the country better. Mrs. Ekwazo also noted that over the years, Senator Ekwunife has redefined representation by touching the lives of the underprivileged, including widows, empowering women and youth, and attracting infrastructural development to all parts of the senatorial district, among others. She urged women to participate actively in political activities to ensure that right people are elected into leadership positions.
Having evaluated the performances of Senator Uche Ekwunife so far at the Senate alongside the impactful constituency projects she has embarked on in over 55 communities in Anambra Central, we, the Coalition of Anambra Women's Societies, do hereby unanimously endorse the candidates of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, and the senator representing Anambra Central Senatorial District, Uche Ekwunife, for a second term.
In their separate speeches, the convener Nwaibife Group, Mrs. Eukeria Anyekwe, and President Anambra Precious Widows Association, Mrs. Uju Izuako, noted that women have continued to excel in positions of authority, not only in Nigeria but also across the world, and have the numerical strength to make a difference. Responding, Senator Ekwunife, represented by her legislative aide, Mrs. Ifi Nzekwe Chinwuko, while thanking the women for the gesture, noted that the endorsement was a collective affirmation of the quality of her representation at the National Assembly, and assured that she will do more if given the opportunity.
Not why it is pertinent, it has always been the trajectory. She has always been endorsed by different segments of women folk. Today, what we are witnessing today is not an endorsement per se, but a re-endorsement, because at every point of her legislative engagement, the women have always endorsed her on different facets, on different angles. Her trajectory in infrastructural development, which is paramount dividend of democracy. As a senator, she has done and performed extremely well.
The women gave the endorsement through a voice note. In Oka, Paul Ezoke, ABS News.
The beautiful and unique culture of the people of Eziagula Aguleri came to the fore at Ama Umwala Eziagula Aguleri, Anambra East Council area, as they celebrate their 2022 Onwa Isa Festival. Onwa Isa Eziagula Aguleri is a festival celebrated during the 7th Igbo calendar month and at the end of farming season. Amaka Chibuzokoe filed the report.
It marks the end of the farming season when people leave their farms and come to the upland to thank their forefathers for bountiful harvest for a period of rest. It also commemorates Ikenga Masquerade Festival. It is believed that the festival enhances procreation and that their wives give birth to male children after the celebration. The festival got to its peak when the Ikenga Masquerade bearer, Mr. Uderike Onkwe, carried it around the arena in company of his age grade and other traditional music. The celebration was presided over by the Obi of Eziagulu Aguleri, Chief Chinedu Emeke Udoba, and flanked by the ruling council Ndichie Nodiana. Age grades in the community, including women and youths. Speaking to newsmen shortly after the Kolanor rituals, an elder in the community, Chief Obiora Okafo, said that Ikenga Festival is a ceremony where they celebrate the gift of children, after which those looking for the fruit of the womb will conceive and bear children.
Onye na-atụrụ ime ji atụ ime mgbe ebido egwu akụtacha akwụkwọ ndụ ailo na Junction anata obulu onye na Junction a na-ejipụtacha akwụkwọ na-ekwe onye na-amụtara nwa taa na magbe chi n'otulu ime nya bụ nya ka ji eli kenga nya ka ekpe ikenga nya na ikenga abịala n'ụlọ ebu nwoke ọ bụ nwaanyị na nwaanyị abụ iwe nwoke ebu iwe nya ka anyị na-eli.
In their separate speeches, the Chief of Staff to former Anambra Governor Willie Obiano, Chief Primus Odili, and Architect Willie Okafor, both from the community, said through the festival they uphold, protect, and preserve their culture, as it also brings them together to live in peace and unity.
During the Onwa-Isa celebration is when they have finished the harvest and they are returning home. So at the Olili Onwa-Isa is a kind of celebration of the bumper harvest that we have always recorded in our place.
On their part, the chairman, Ezeagulu Aguleri Ruling Council, Chief Michael Igwebike, and chairman Ikenga Ezeagulu Aguleri Forum, Chief Fidelis Ebuche, maintained that the festival is a symbolic way of giving thanks to God for leading them all through the farming season till now.
Mainly, even Eliabo, Ogen di Olubo, GS Week. Elisieli don't waste on the bottom. They can do nice work by on the bottom.
Felicitating with members of the community, the wife of the former governor Willie Obiano, Dr. Ebelechuku, represented by the Anambra East coordinator of Osodieme Obiano campaign team, Chief Obi Nnatuanya, and team from Akoma campaign organization led by Chief Nnamdi Ikele Admora, noted that their culture remains their identity. Different cultural displays, wrestling, masquerading, and other displays form the highlights of the festival. From Ama Umuala Ezeagulu, Amaka Chibuzo Okoye, ABS News.
Nations may be divided along diverse lines, but unity leads to development, peace and love amongst citizens and the nation. This was the case of Indians who got liberated owing to the determination of one man, Sardar Patel, whose actions brought about the unification of India. Equiajide has details.
According to reports, before Sardar Patel regarded the architect of unification, India was divided into two territories by the British colonial masters. The provinces were either directly governed by the British or princely states who recognized the British sovereignty in return for local autonomy, thereby further dividing the nation along religion, caste, region, language and culture. In recognition of Patel's roles towards assisting the country retain its united identity, the government of India marks the 31st day of October every year as the Day of Unity. Observing this year's Unity Day in Abuja, the High Commission of India organized a solemn evening showcasing the life and times. Observing this year's Unity Day in Abuja, the High Commission of India organized a solemn evening showcasing the life and times of the country's architect of unification and his efforts at unification. Speaking with journalists at the event, the India High Commissioner in Nigeria, Siri G. Balasubramanian, said the India-Nigeria relations have remained strong after 64 years of cooperation between the countries. The High Commissioner, while pledging support to security in Nigeria through training and capacity building, noted that owing to security challenges in the country, India High Commission has taken some precautions according to the advisory of the federal government to ensure the safety of its citizens and workers.
Is the architect of the unification of India. At the time of independence in 1947, the nation had about 550 principalities. Every small place was a principality under a prince or a raja or a maharaja kind of a thing. So about 550 duty bound, his commitment was something which was very clear. He became Sardar after Bardoli Satyagraha, and he was also called as the Iron Man of India because of his commitment. So everybody in India certainly believes and knows. And
in Abuja, Princess Equiajide, ABS News.
Chinese authorities have locked down a district in Zhengzhou City, which is home to the world's largest iPhone factory under the country's strict coronavirus measures. The lockdown started on Wednesday and is set to last for 7 days. The move may have an impact on production of the new iPhone 14, which is made at Foxconn's plant in the city. Chinese people and businesses are continuing to grapple with President Xi Jinping's rigid zero-COVID policy. On Wednesday, local authorities said the lockdown of the Zhengzhou Airport Economy Zone will start immediately and end at midday local time on 9th November. On the sports, Victor Osimhen has been ranked the fourth most prolific striker in Europe's top 5 leagues so far this season. Despite being out for 5 weeks due to a hamstring injury, the Nigerian striker has scored 7 goals in 8 league games so far, averaging a goal every 93 minutes in Serie A. The 23-year-old is behind a trail Erling Haaland, Robert Lewandowski and Kylian Mbappe. Before we go tonight, remember that you can follow news and program on ABS TV from any part of the world by liking our Facebook page at ABS Radio Television, OKA. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at ABS Television, OKA. You can go on to follow us on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. Log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. And now the main points that made the news tonight again. Anambra State government is close to 35% affirmative action on women. Anambra State House of Assembly has begun debate on 2022-2025 medium-term expenditure framework. High Commission of India has observed Unity Day in Abuja. And finally, we told you that China has locked down Zhengzhou city. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. That's all the news tonight. My name is Uche Chukwu Ibrahim. Thanks so much for staying with us. Good night.